Hello and welcome. I'm going to do an energy reading. Last night and this morning I felt quite a big energy shift. Doesn't matter when you come across this reading, you might find something that resonates, but I felt a huge energy shift last night and this morning. I could tangibly feel it within my body, as if my body was either responding to external energies, but then also externally I was sensing a shift. So I wanted to get some clarity on what is happening right now. We'll just see what comes through. Planning and action, number 2, energy. So there might be something that needs to be either strategized, organized, or put into action right now. This card has a house on it and a map and a compass. So this might be travel plans or plans of moving house that might need to be put into place right now. Let's get one more from this deck. This is the Quantum Oracle deck. And then we have the Play It Safe card, playing it safe. There's a lady here. She is sitting in the garden having tea, but she seems to be lost in thought. And where she is, it's quiet and peaceful. But in the background here, there's a whole lot of fireworks going off. And either she is so lost in thought that she's not seeing it, or she's choosing not to see it. So where are you playing it safe right now and not putting into action what you need to be doing? Are you ignoring all the fireworks that could be happening in your life if you just go through with it? This is the intention card. So yes, we often set intentions and that's where we can start, but at some point when we get the guidance that we need and the nudge that we need, and we really get that urge to set something in motion, are we ignoring it? Ignoring our intuition or the guidance the universe is giving us? Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for this. We have dark thoughts. So it might be that we have negative thoughts or worries or concerns about the things that we want to set in motion right now. If it's something big like travel plans or moving house, yes, it can be a little bit daunting, and we might tell ourselves all the things that could go wrong or worry about all the things that could go wrong. But playing us safe just really gets us nowhere. And although being in your comfort zone can feel safe, your comfort zone isn't really comfortable for too long. Then it's just familiar. It's just a familiar place, and it's not really exciting, and it doesn't bring us anything new if we just play it safe. Okay, let's pull some tarot to go along with this, get some more clarity on these energies. Excuse the noise in the background. We have the Four of Forces and the Muse, and I am going to check the book for these tarot cards because I'm not all that familiar with it. I usually just read on intuition, but sometimes there are more detailed messages in the book. The Four of Forces, spring and autumn. Let's see, what the Four Forces says. Excuse me if it takes me a minute to get. Here we go, get to it. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. It is one of the seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates that you are entering a time of planting and active preparation. And this is right underneath the planning and action card. Just as the spring is a very full time for the farmer who is tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of life. So as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action that you take. So yes, this is definitely a time for planning and action. So we are sowing the seeds now for future reward. And it's really a time now to just put in a little bit more effort, time, energy, attention into the things that we are trying to create. Whatever you're planning, whether it is travel or moving home, it probably relates to work or creative endeavor. So what is it that you are being creatively called to do, whether it's a hobby? Work and creative projects can be inspired by traveling, can be inspired by a big change like a move. Maybe it is that the place you're living in now or working at now, the environment is not stimulating your creativity as much, or it might be hindering it. So yeah, it might be time for a change. A lot of people are working remotely now, working from home, which means you can really work from anywhere. You know, you can be in a beautiful location and be on holiday and work at the same time. We can really be inspired by having a environment that is happy and that is beautiful, and that is conducive to us just being more connected to ourselves, the environment, the universe, so that we can create from not just what we already know, but from a place of the unknown, and get more inspired ideas. And then we have the Muse, and the Muse is inspiration. This is a number 15 card, which is a 6, and 6 is about love. And to me, it's also about nostalgia, childhood memories. And in this card, she's playing what looks like a flute. So what is it that inspires you to create, inspires you, makes you feel good? When we are in that happy love vibration, it is really so much easier for us to figure out what it is that we need to do to move our projects forward, to get that promotion, to bring in more money, because the end goal is not necessarily the more money or the promotion. It's about being happier in what we're doing. I'm also going to check the book to see what else that card says. The messages are so nice in these books. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, can receive exceptional energy right now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit muses and let them join you and the creator within to lift your project to the skies. So yeah, all these cards are sort of speaking to each other. It's time to not play it safe anymore and take a new direction. Come out of our comfort zones and really put into action the things that we want to create that is divinely inspired and comes from a place of love and happiness, and not just from a place of obligation and responsibility and feeling like we need to do this because we need to earn money, but really because it makes us happy and it makes us feel fulfilled. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the One of Keys, and that's the architect. So again, it's about creating. They are building a city over here, and this man is so happy showing his partner what he's creating. And ultimately, he's creating it for her, for love, for them, creating a new community, a new world, a place to live and grow. Okay, let's see. Let's get some Moonology Oracle cards. Right now we have a full moon coming up next week. I think it's on the 16th of February. February is such a significant month because it's technically, well, in a way, February is when the new year really begins. January is almost like you're just getting into it. And then we have this year all these number 2 portals. So we had the 2nd of February 2022, and now we have the 22nd of the 2nd 2022 coming up. So this past week and this upcoming 2 weeks are really energetically charged, and probably the perfect time to get new things started. So we have believe in the impossible, blue moon. So anything can happen. So instead of focusing on dark thoughts and the negative things that could possibly be, we really need to believe in the impossible, believe in magic, believe in our ability to manifest the things that we want, and that the universe will show up, and that even if it's never been done before, who says you can't do it? Have faith in your dreams. All these cards are really speaking to each other. Believe and have faith. If you trust that you can do it and that you will be supported, then you will be. And then we have emotions are running high, and I feel like this is not negative emotions, although there might be those subtle energies of worry and fear trying to come up to the surface, but it's really emotional in the sense of excitement and anticipation, and really just looking forward to positive new changes. At the bottom of the deck here, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Sometimes when we get into work and creative projects, we tend to be too practical and forget that it's really our intuition and our creativity and that love energy and that joy energy that really gets us to get these things, well, to become inspired to create these things. So we need to remember to be both practical and logical, but always also still connected, and trust our intuition and follow that bliss feeling. That bliss feeling helps us to just see things through, even when it starts to get hard, or you start to feel tired, or you just don't know which direction to go. Follow the bliss. It can't lead you wrong. And then lastly, I'm going to pull from the light oracle deck, work your light oracle deck. And those two jump out. We have no, wait, postpone, pause, or say no. I don't feel like you should be pausing or saying no, or not moving forward right now. What I'm getting from this card is that you'll know what things you'll need to say no to or postpone till later for the things that you really want to do. And often we can feel conflicted between the things that we feel we need to do and the things we want to do. And right now is not a time to say no to the things that we feel divinely guided and inspired to do. It's a time to say no and postpone all the other things that have been keeping us from doing what we really know we should be doing. And then we have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And the energy shift that I was feeling really is like a cycle has completed again, but it felt like a huge cycle, and almost like cycles that have been repeated many times before, that have ended but not completely been resolved. Some of those cycles have now been completely resolved, which sort of releases us from certain patterns and behaviors, situations in our lives, that now gives us the space to move forward in this new direction. And I think that will be it for this reading. I hope that brought some clarity or gave you some inspiration and motivation. And I'll see you again on another video.